whole time when we doing something, we living in a moment where it really matters. You ain't appreciate nothing. And now you want to try to say I'm gonna do all this. I want to do that. You know, how many times I couldn't do it if I wanted to. I couldn't a lot of times. People don't give you second chances all the time, and I never got one. I never really got one. I might have. I'm living through a time now where they're trying to force me to do so. I ain't have it. My energy wasn't good. Energy was messed up. I was busy. I was excited to be busy again. So I had more than one reason to just be grateful, and I was, and I'm grateful to God every day. Whether he don't believe I'm expressing it the way they think I need to or not, but I had a lot more things to be grateful for. I had to be grateful for every goddamn part of everything I ever did. You know what I mean? And no, you're not gonna go to this extent to finally want to say something to me or just want me back for another selfish reason. Because now I'm only living through you want me back for being selfish. Meaning what? You still don't understand every person had their own personal needs. So how you sitting in my face trying to give me anything and I'm trying to tell you what my personal needs are and you don't give a fuck? Because you got a personal drive to try to have your will or achieve an almost impossible goal of doing 100% of everything for a person. And there's no such thing. There's no such thing. Everybody want to do something for themselves. And they keep saying, well, you did everything. You did. No, I didn't do everything. And everything I did, I had to do at a certain age. So it got to the point where I had to do certain things. Not everything. I didn't do everything at all. I mean, if you live your life and you have the opportunity to maybe get involved in certain things, you know, good or bad, then that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. So I'm sitting here going through this whole thing where I got somebody who was in my life and did nothing but down me in a sense. Everything was, me. And you could just sit around me and do whatever I want, and be happy with that. I'm no immature little kid. I'm no adolescent who need to be talked to or dealt with like that. That's not who I am. Not to mention I'm like 3 years older than you. So what does that mean? When we was in middle school together, or high school together, if I was in 11th grade, you was in the 9th grade. But imagine what that's like though, I'm a 5th grader, you a 2nd grader, and all of a sudden you over the age of 3, you think you know more than me. Like, no, the hell you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't know more than me, so why you acting like that? No, you do not. And then you trying to play this, I know you so well, or you disregard. You know how some people are just so and they're so and then people talk like that. They believe that crap, and there's nothing like that. You can't even get away with insulting people because it's always about is who trying to get away with making up some shit. You know what I mean? Somebody trying to get away with making up. So the first person to make up something and then treat you some type of way. You know what I mean? They the ones that normally get ahead. They lying. Some people be lying. So you can't lie on nobody and then have people thinking it's okay to try to see if they get away with doing that. You can't do that. You just like you ain't. You show people that you don't care about them. You show people you don't care about them unless it's beneficial to you. And it's holy doctrine that you shouldn't do that. Holy doctrine teaches you different, and it's funny because people actually would actually act like that. So don't put yourself in a predicament where you're gonna do something for somebody only if it's beneficial for you. Because I'm around people who felt like that. You know what I mean? And I don't respond to that with no other feeling, but I can't trust you because I asked you something simple, and you still and in that whole thing you still saying me. It's all about me, so I ain't do nothing for you unless it makes me happy with what I did for you. So what does that mean? If you're a young soldier, you're a young person, you gotta do things that you ain't happy with doing all the time. But then you'll see the end result of what you had to respond to that person who wanted you to do it for. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to do things that you don't want because it's probably a part of something that's not where you are. That's not where you are at the time, but you got to listen to that person. And that's an example of that. But as far as relationships go, if a person asks you for something, they might want to see what you can do before they surprise you with something nice. You never know. You know what I mean? If somebody put you to the test of doing something, well, go ahead and just try it out. Especially if you want to confess that you really care about that person, and that person doesn't really care about you. So they ask you to do something for them. You can't walk away from it and completely disregard it and do something different or do what you want to do. So, and it seems like it's a big example, but it's not. Because if I say, hey, can you go to the store for me, give me something, give me something to do something, and you be like, well, it's about me. So I'm going to go and get what I want to get for you, and you can actually have, you can have this instead. And it's almost like it's a mama knows best statement, y'all. That's all it really is. It's a mama knows best statement, and it ain't always true. And again, my example is especially that person 3 years younger than you, 5 years younger than you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know best of nothing for you. Feel what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people deal with. So you gotta imagine the person who can't even respect you as a person who are in the same boat they're in. I mean, we both achieved a certain level of doing something in our lives. We still out here, we're doing what we got to do. So at least respect the fact that people achieve that, whether they don't have what you have. How disrespectful can you be and keep smiling in their face? How disrespectful do you choose to be? You don't gotta be like that towards people. You know what I mean? Because what they always say, you gotta find the right one. You know what I mean? You find the right one. You know what I mean? So, some people just say things out of just to spite you, Some people want to just I don't know, maybe just live a certain way. So yeah, it's a lot of that going on. Cause people, and that's who I was dealing with. So what am I saying about somebody like that? Especially when they got a cocky attitude too. So don't forget people come with a cocky attitude, which really means if you deserve it, you can have it. But don't act like nobody can't tell you nothing. And I'm doing people who act like nobody can't tell you shit, and they act like they know it all. And I've been hearing about complete bull crap happening around that. Like, damn, I'm hearing some bad stuff. So anyway, but that's just one other thing. But it's like now, like I'm dealing with somebody, what I mean? I wish we could make time for each other as a dog. Like I really care about her a lot. Even though I didn't see, even though we might not have shared, I think everything was cool. I think everything for the most part was always good. Only one thing I can say is that you just learn that you gotta make time for each other. You gotta make time for each other. And if you in a predicament where you can really use that time, and you trying to claim you with somebody, and they don't have that time for you for months and months and months, or weeks and weeks and weeks, don't hold on to that, because it could be somebody somebody who can make time for you. So it's okay. It's all right. I think the person I'm dealing with, who we both trying, I think it's all good. And shoot, like I said, that's all it is. You miss each other every day of the week. But it's all good. That's all I can say about it. Ain't nothing bad. But yeah, learn to move on. It's been a little while. You try to move on. Because you can't hold yourself back, and that's the main thing. You can't hold yourself back, and it turned into doing that because you're not addressing, you're not addressing your own self properly. What you gonna do when you got a free day to go out? You want to go out to want to go to the mall or something with one of your homies. You want to hang out, and it happened about 4 different times now, and you only hang out, on the weekends mainly. So you work all week, you get a free weekend, they can't show up. Well, it's all good. All right, try next weekend. You got, you get excited to go to hang out. And again, y'all still cool. You just got to understand you can't keep on doing that. But make sure you call me when you free now. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I got to turn. Just hit me up when you free. I'm not going to trip. All right. Later. So, you do that 3 or 4 times. You look like you do that enough times, you looking like you you know, it just start bothering you. Obviously, it start bothering you because you ain't doing what you want to do. So that's about it, though. But yeah, so pray for me, man. I'm going through some agonizing pain right now. Body can't take a bunch of it. Been hurt, man. Devil is a lie. So anyway, moving on though from from my ex's ex predicament, or how I think it might work out or not work out. You know, I don't even call my ex. She a friend for life. That's what it is. And I've been waking up to just think about a lot of shit different. Cause I wasn't out there I wasn't able to see it for what it was with her. In a good way, too. So she's a friend for life. But I ain't never call my ex. She's my girl. That's my girl. She's my girl. Cool as shit.